punching bags.
It's time for a new president.
In this preview video, Rand Paul unveiled a new tagline for his emerging presidential campaign. Standing up to the Washington machine put Paul on the political map 5 years ago, when the first-time candidate snatched his Senate seat from the GOP establishment.
There's a Tea Party tidal wave.
The Libertarian Kentucky senator quickly bucked the president and his own Republican leadership, grabbing headlines with a 13-hour filibuster protesting the U.S. drone policy.
I will speak as long as it takes.
Paul argues he's more electable than other Tea Party presidential candidates like Ted Cruz, citing his work reaching out to minorities.
The biggest mistake we've made in the last several decades is we haven't gone into the African-American community.
The Senate is his first elected post, but Paul has politics in his blood.
Ron Paul believes in the Constitution, that there are checks and balances.
Spending years campaigning for his father, former congressman and presidential candidate Ron Paul. Rand Paul is inheriting legions of his father's young anti-government supporters for his own White House run now.
The phone records of law-abiding citizens are none of their damn business.
But his father's appeal had limits. For Paul to win, he knows he has to move more mainstream, especially on foreign policy. Paul used to sound isolationist, calling for broad cuts in military spending and all foreign aid.
Including the foreign aid to Israel as well, is that right?
Yes.
But with ISIS and other emerging threats, GOP primary voters want a more muscular foreign policy, and Paul has been inching that way.
Stronger, better, more agile military.
Dana Bash, CNN, Louisville, Kentucky.
This is kind of my water, and I can do what I want with it.
David Montillo is watering his plants the day before a big storm, with rainwater he collected weeks ago.
It's a big deal when it rains right now.
Montillo built his rain recycler system himself by installing piping along his house that collects rainwater off his roof. And this pump helps direct it through his garden hose.
It's an incredible amount of water we get from the rain. I mean, it's like 18,000 gallons off my roof alone this year. And we've only had 2 storms.
So how much rain does it take to fill up? Montillo says it only takes half an inch of rain to fill up his 1,100-gallon tank overnight.
There's just a lot of water. And when you start seeing it for your own eyes, then you know how much we're wasting.
We're expecting rain tomorrow, and I expect these barrels to fill again and have water here to water this irrigation zone for the next few months.
Clyde Froelich says the rain doesn't put a damper on his online business, Blue Barrel Systems, where he sells do-it-yourself rain barrel kits. He says sales have shot up since Governor Brown ordered a 25% mandatory cut in water use.
The phone has been ringing and the emails have been coming and the sales have been going.
And even a small storm brings in big business.
Particularly when there's a forecast of rain, there's sort of a feeding frenzy. Can I get these barrels today?
For Montillo, he's already ahead of the game, but he continues to prove even a little rain goes a long way.
I can use water whenever I want. I can use it to do all kinds of things with it, you know, and most people here can't.